Hello, everybody. I hope you all are having a wonderful Thursday. We're here today to talk about Brittney Griner. Now, today, on August 4th, 2022, basketball star Brittney Griner returned to a Russian courtroom to finally be able to release her closing statement before they sentenced her. I do have a video of her closing statement, and I would like to play that for you all right now.
I want to apologize to my teammates, my club, Gemka, the fans, and the city of DCAT for my mistake that I made and the embarrassment that I brought onto them. I want to also apologize to my parents, my siblings, my Fxllxng organization back at home, the amazing women of the WNBA, and my amazing spouse back at home. I never meant to hurt anybody. I never meant to put in jeopardy the Russian population. I never meant to break any laws here. I made an honest mistake, and I hope that in your ruling that it doesn't end my life here. I know everybody keeps talking about political pawn and politics, but I hope that that is far from this courtroom. I want to say again that I had no intent on breaking any Russian laws. I had no intent, I did not conspire or plan to commit this crime. I hope that you take into account all the documents, all the character lists that everybody that's sent in on my behalf. Again, I want to apologize to my teammates and the organization, Gemka, for any damage that I may have done to them. I never intended on hurting them. This is my second home, and all I want to do is just win championships and make them proud. Thank you, Your Honor.
Спасибо, Ваша честь.
So I took that video and pretty much just took out all of the Russian translations so we could have a straight through video of exactly what she said. Now, after our American basketball player Brittney Griner, who has been sitting in a Russian prison cell for 5 months for carrying 0.7 ounces of cannabis oil in a cartridge in her luggage. They had taken her in. Now, I want to give some of the people that might not know a reference of what that might look like. This is what they look like. And size-wise, this is between what she had between the 0.8 and the 1 milliliter cartridge. So she had one in between this that had 0.7 ounces worth of cannabis oil in it. Now, the vape cartridge, which her lawyer said she only brought to Russia by accident, this was what they had found and taken her into custody over, was something that was by accident. Now, today, Thursday, August 4th, Brittney, who is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist and WNBA champion, pled guilty to drug charges that resulted, of which sentenced her to 9 years in prison. She was also fined 1 million rubles, which is equivalent roughly to $16,500 US dollars. Now, Brittney, who is 31 years old, is currently a victim of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Brittney pled guilty last month, but told the court at the time that there was no criminal intent. She also has made this statement saying, "My parents taught me two important things. One, take ownership of your responsibilities. And two, work hard for everything that you have. That's why I pled guilty to my charges." She was detained in Russia in February when she was found with the cannabis oil while at the airport in Moscow. Now, Brittney was in prison just 1 week before Russia invaded Ukraine and has effectively become Vladimir Putin's political prisoner. Now, Brittney, who is a lesbian, has also found herself in the grip of a government that prosecutes LGBTQ plus people to undermine democracy. This is insane. These are the times that I'm happy that I live in the country I do, though we have fought so very hard for the rights for LGBTQ plus people, and we still are fighting for them. But to be in our country, that is much better than being in a country that will imprison you for being who you are and loving who you love. That's just insane to me. Now, Brittney's attorneys are very disappointed by the verdict and said that Russian courts completely ignored all the evidence of the defense. Her attorneys stated that this conducts the existing legal practice. Her attorney stated that considering the amount of substance, not to mention the defects of the expertise and the plea, the verdict is absolutely unreasonable, and they will certainly file an appeal. Now, a few of Brittney's fellow players and athletes, as well as supporters, have tweeted about this, and I do have some tweets from the players, and thanks to the players' tribute, I want to show you just a few of what they have said regarding this. So here's the first one, saying, "Seeing BG behind the bars is breaking my heart. Praying hard for her today." Here's another one. "No way they did that to BG. No way. God be with her, please." And there's many others like this. "Free BG, free BG, free BG. Bring Brittney home. Oh my God, this can't be real. We love you, BG. No way, 9 years. Bring our sister and friend home. Free BG." And here's some supporters. "Brittney Griner does not deserve this. The sentencing generally made me sick to my stomach. Praying for Brittney Griner. This is insanity. Facing 9 years for a vape. Bullshit. This clearly has nothing to do with her and more with the relationship of our countries. Can't allow this to be the end of this." And here's just a couple more that are like, "They gave Brittney Griner 9 years. WTF. Brittney Griner situation has been such a devastating nightmare. I can't even begin to imagine what she and her family are going through, caught in between two deplorable government forces, and over what? So much damage already done. I'm just heartbroken for Brittney Griner. Heartbroken. And free Brittney Griner." And the last one I have for you is by Lala, and she says, "I'm not surprised by the Brittney Griner sentence. She's Black, American, and a lesbian. 3 things countries like Russia dislike. Shaking my head, prayers up for her, though man. Crying face. And it is very devastating. This is very sad, and I can't believe that this even happened. When I saw it saying breaking news across my screen today, I couldn't believe that they gave her 9 years. Now, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken condemned Brittney Griner's sentence as he vowed to do everything possible to bring the WNBA star back to the U.S. He did put a tweet up saying the Russian courts convicted and sentencing of U.S. citizen Brittney Griner spotlights our concerns with the Russian government's use of wrongful detentions. I'm committed to ensuring we do everything we can to bring Brittney Griner and Paul Whelan as soon as possible, which he is a Marine that is held captive over there in Russia. Whelan, I want to say. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Now, under that, the WNBA also made a tweet, and their tweet had a statement, and this is what it looked like. And their statement says, August 4th, 2022, WNBA Commissioner Kathy Elmbert and WNBA Commissioner Adam Silver issued the following statement regarding Brittney Griner. Today's verdict and sentencing is unjust and unfortunate, but not unexpected, and Brittney Griner remains wrongfully detained. The WNBA and NBA's commitment to her safe return has not wavered, and it's our hope that we near the end of this process of finally bringing BG home to the United States. A reply under this was from a tweet by Jonesin for Sports, and I wanted to share the video that he posted with this tweet.
What it is, y'all, it's your boy Jones, and I'm Jonesin for Answers because we just got news of the Brittney Griner case. The verdict is in, and the verdict is guilty. They have found her guilty, and she is looking to serve up to 9 years and $1 million fine. And right now, I'm almost at loss for words because that is just ridiculous. If she serves any of that time, America, we have failed her badly, because I've seen other people get out for way worse crimes. So this is ridiculous. This is one of ours. This is our people. And we just letting her stay over there for a petty crime. Petty crime. I know over there it isn't, but over here it is. And we just not rocking with that. So we're going to continue to fight and support Brittney Griner. Free BG. Free BG. But I want to know how y'all feel. Do y'all think it was fair?
Which I agree completely with him. This is just absurd. Now, even President Joe Biden is calling on Russia to immediately release Brittney Griner. The president released a statement shortly after Brittney was sentenced to the 9 years in prison. And the statement was this. And it says, today, American citizen Brittney Griner received a prison sentence that is one more reminder of what the world already knew. Russia is wrongfully detaining Brittney. It's unacceptable, and I call on Russia to release her immediately so she can be with her wife, loved ones, friends, and teammates. My administration will continue to work tirelessly and pursue every possible avenue to bring Brittney and Paul home safely as soon as possible. Now, the president's promise comes just 1 week after reports revealed that Joe Biden's administration had pitched trading the notorious Russian arms dealer Vic Bout, this guy right here, who is also known as the Merchant of Death for both Brittney and Marine Paul. I mean, I can understand trading for something, but someone who is a notorious Russian arms dealer who's known as the Merchant of Death, that's a not equal trade in my opinion. Yes, two people over one, but someone who is known as that is just absurd. Absurd. Now, we don't really cover news and politics or news reports here on my channel. I focus more on celebrity influencer news. But if you want a reliable news source that will not hold back, give you the news with no biased opinion based on like media coverage and what they want you to know, she doesn't do this. She puts it out like it is. It's fair and balanced. This is her YouTube channel. Please check her out. She's actually going live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She gets stories before other news sources will even cover them, and she gives it straight. She will give her opinion, but she allows everyone to have freedom of speech and express how they feel in her chat, and likes to discuss differences of opinion with details and understanding. She is truly amazing on her coverage. She has a background as a news anchor and has the understanding of what the news does and why they do it. She is truly amazing, and YouTube actually has demonetized her because she doesn't hold back and she wants to get it out there for us all. She doesn't fall under what YouTube wants her to cover, and this is why they did what they did to her. And this actually breaks my heart because she's been demonetized now for almost a month, but this hasn't stopped her. She has now branched out to other platforms and has the opportunity to reapply for remonetization. I believe she said August 11th. I would love for you all to check her out, and I will provide not only her YouTube channel, but all of her other platform links down below for you to check out. Now, Fxllxng is the reason that I have a locals account, which I greatly appreciate all she does with everything happening to her. And Tipster always gave me the advice that if you have the platforms, why not use them? So because of both of them, I now have a Rumbles account, an Odyssey account, and a locals account, which they are all listed down below for you. My locals account is up. I just need to fine tweak a few things and figure out how to get all of my YouTube videos on there. But once I get them up and running, I will be providing exclusive content just for my locals members, where I will get more into detail regarding situations I've had here on YouTube, as well as other exclusive lives and videos where we can have some fun, do more get ready with me makeup streams and chats, and just much more there as well. Now, I greatly appreciate Fxllxng for this, and seeing her unstoppable determination has inspired me in so many ways, and I cannot thank her enough. So please check her out on all of her platforms and come join us for her live, because I will be there modding her chat and supporting her. So come chat with me. But as for Brittney Griner, I hope that as a nation we can get her back home safely in a timely manner. This to me is just ridiculous, but also unfortunate. I don't believe she intended to bring a vape cartridge into Russia, and I don't believe that she had any intention of using it. I myself, someone that benefits from medical marijuana, I know how it helps me in many aspects of my life, especially with anxiety and depression. But when going into other countries, we do need to follow their laws, and even other states. And I honestly feel like this was an accident on her part. And this is just insane to charge her with 9 years for an innocent crime. Now, I did see a tweet by a man called Yours Grace, and it says, in Russia, up to 6 grams of weed is punishable by detention of 15 days. Brittney Griner was caught with 0.7 grams and now is facing 9 years in prison. If you're okay with this because she broke the rules, you're part of the problem. Now, if this is to be true, then why did they give her 9 years? If 7 grams they usually give 15 days for, why 9 years? Like I said, this isn't a violent crime. This is a mistake. And they could have easily just taken it away from her and thrown it away. I do also feel like this was done to make an example out of her on Russia's part and using her as leverage. What also kind of bothers me is that President Biden, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, and so many other government officials believe that this is unacceptable and wrong. But we have so many right now, as I speak, imprisoned in our own country for petty crimes similar to Brittney Griner's. We have people sitting in jail, some even with lifetime sentences for a weed charge. And yet our country is doing nothing to overturn and look at these people and try to overturn their conviction and get them home safe to their families, when some of these people never even committed a violent crime or a crime other than a weed possession. Our government even has decriminalized weed. Some states, it's even legal, and they have yet to do anything about the people in our country sitting there with similar sentences. I feel like this is a problem as well, and our government needs to look at this and do something about it. I want to see Brittney come home safe and sound. I also want our government to do something regarding what our country has with people with similar crimes and return them home safe to their families. I also feel maybe even these charges, even though these people have spent years in prison, they should have them removed from their record so they can live a productive life and not have issues with getting a job or people looking at them like they're a criminal who sat in jail over weed. Now, I do have some tweets that I want to show you with people with a similar kind of opinion as I do. This one says, Brittney Griner was sentenced to 9 years in a labor camp for a small amount of cannabis vaping oil. This is an outrage, but perhaps not as appealing what happened here in June, when the Mississippi Supreme Court upheld a life sentence for a cannabis possession charge. Unfreaking believable. This one says that Brittney Griner should be brought home. And this should make Americans think about all of the nonviolent drug users that have been jailed with similar harsh sentences here. This one says Brittney Griner got 9 years for drug possession in Russia, which sounds like most of the criminal sentences Kamala Harris got people for the same thing when she was Attorney General of California. It's kind of hypocritical sitting here saying this is, not right, this is wrong, this is unacceptable when you're the president of our country, but yet in our country, you have the same thing happening. You have people sitting in jail right now for years and years, even with life sentences over cannabis charges. Something is wrong here. We need to do something about Brittney getting home, as well as all of the people sitting in jail over an innocent charge, as it could be weed or nonviolent, any of that. We need to do something. Some of these crimes were committed so many years ago, yes, when weed was legal. But now that it's decriminalized and even legal in some states, why are we holding these people in jail? Make that make sense, people. I tell ya. Now, I really want to know, though, what your opinions are on this. I want to know what you feel regarding this whole situation. Do you feel that she deserves the sentence that she got? Do you think that she shouldn't have got this sentence? Do you think that she will return home? Do you think our country will make this trade happen? Do you agree with this trade? Let me know how you feel. I want to hear your opinions. That is like what I live for, is what you guys have to say regarding the different topics that I talk about. Now, I also want you to remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel so you can get more topics like this and much more. And if you hit the notification bell, make sure to put it on all so you will get notified every time I make a video or go live. This has me just up in an uproar and so many different emotions pertaining everything that's going on over there, and as well as everything that's going on here in our country. And I just could not help but bring this story to you guys. So I hope you guys have a great evening. I hope to see you over at Farron's channel tonight, where we will be discussing a lot of different news topics over there. And if not, have a great night, and I will see you again soon. Bye, everyone.